Please tell me, sir, as this whole Sanatan Dharma attack, is it not going to backfire in this committee of 26 parties?
You see, let me sum up my views.
Ji.
First of all, I unequivocally condemn the language used by Udhayanidhi Stalin to compare a great religion like Sanatan Dharma to mosquitoes, dengue, corona, etc., and even worse, HIV, is in my view totally unacceptable and outrageous. What I can put in perspective is that Tamil Nadu as a state has 89% Hindus, of which 70% are OBCs, 20% are Dalits, and 1% are scheduled tribes. That equals 91%. I'm a very proud Hindu. I have my book, The Great Hindu Civilization,
Yes.
and Adi Shankaracharya, and many more. But let us accept one thing. The entire political movement in Tamil Nadu, evolution of it began in 1925 with Periyar,
Yes.
who founded the Self-Respect Party. It's not that they were not Hindus, but he founded the Self-Respect Party, which later merged to become the Justice Party, from which the Dravida Kazhagam was born, and which then later bifurcated into DMK and I.N.D.I.A.
Yeah.
And that movement was against religious social evils, including exploitation and oppression, and the hold of the Brahmanical class on this institutional inequity. When we say Sanatan, we say it is Sanatan, and I have written at length on this, because of the profundity of its thought, its cosmic insight, its conquering eclecticism, its maulic soch, power of original thought. But what is not Sanatan in Sanatan Dharma are some of the social evils which greatly need reform. And by the way, Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekanand, Jyotiba Phule, etc., we know. You'll be surprised who wrote the most, perhaps, and passionately for social reform within Hinduism. And that was Veer Savarkar. Veer Savarkar has called 7 fetters of Hinduism,
Yes.
which he is emphatically critical about. Vedokta Bandi, where Vedas are only for the upper caste. Vyavasai Bandi, where you can't take up any profession of your choice. Beti Bandi, where there is no intercaste marriage. Roti Bandi, where there can be no intercaste dining. Sparsh Bandi, the practice of untouchability. And he has written extensively on
Correct.
this. So I think when we posit in one words the BJP as a spokesperson party for Sanatan Dharma, which I support, on the other hand, it must accept that Hinduism by its very nature allows for critique, not in the language of Udhayanidhi Stalin. The Charvak school of Hinduism called the Vedas a bunch of lies. It was a materialist school, and yet it is a part of Hinduism. Therefore, to suddenly say that we have a monopoly on Sanatan Dharma, and 89% of people in Tamil Nadu who are Hindus and have repeatedly voted for the DMK or the I.N.D.I.A, which have followed the Periyar line of being anti-religion in terms of its social evils which it has perpetuated for millennia.
Right.
I think there is a difference.
But Pawan Verma ji, before Sanju Verma responds or we go to, let me ask you this. You talked about discrimination and social reform. Name the one particular way of life that's been codified in Bharat, Hinduism. Name the one religion, one way of life whose religious institutions are totally monitored by the state. It is again Sanatan Pratha, Hinduism. Name the one religion in whom most of the kuritis which you have talked about have actually been dealt away with. it is against Sanatan Pratha. Please tell me, sir, where has ever Sanatan Pratha been close to reform? On the other hand, sir, all the Abrahamic faiths have a free run. The Waqf has most amount of land after the government and the army, the armed forces in our country. The Waqf claims ownership of 70% of Delhi land on which our parliament is also standing. That's the level to which we have allowed the freedom. Nobody is calling for reform here, sir. And the problem, sir, is that tall leaders,
let me respond to
sir,
you.
within this,
Anand,
Ji, sir, coming to you, sir. Tall leaders within the opposition have not called out or schooled Udhayanidhi Stalin. Just like you took a position, they have not schooled the DMK or Udhayanidhi Stalin for insulting Sanatan Pratha rather than calling for reform. Sir, 42% of the Christians in Tamil Nadu today are called Dalit Christians. Dalits are not allowed in the same church as some of the other sects in Christianity.
Exactly.
More separate church. So that's discrimination. So call out discrimination, please do. But not say eradicate Sanatan Dharma. Andimuthu Raja is a baptized Christian. Does he have any right as per the tenets of our constitution to abuse a dharma he does not follow? Please tell me, sir. You are far more knowledgeable than I am.
We have raised the right questions. In fact, I have written at length, and even my writing has been endorsed by no less than Dattatreya Hospitaji himself, who read, as he said, my book, The Great Hindu Civilization, Akshara, word by word. I agree that there are many reasons for Hindu backlash. And I agree that one of them was minority appeasement. But I also accept that the pendulum swung to the other side, where Hindu majoritarianism appears to be a policy, is not right. But that's a separate question. I agree that we have a great religion, a great philosophy, and it needs social reform. As far as you're comparing Hinduism to the Abrahamic faiths, for which also I have great respect in many aspects, let me say, Hinduism cannot remain Hinduism by emulating or becoming a mirror image of those religions, because in essence it is not.
No, sir.
And therefore, I condemn what Mr. Raja said. I condemn it. I condemn Udhayanidhi Stalin, and I cannot speak for the other I.N.D.I.A Alliance partners why they have not done it.
Correct.
I am in no political party.
No, I understand.
But I am trying to understand the context in which
but Pawan Verma ji, whatever be the context,
repeatedly 89% Hindus.
Whatever be the context, will any of these leaders say there is discrimination in any of the other faiths or non-Sanatan faiths, and that's why they need to be eradicated? They will not even come out and openly say there is discrimination. Sir, that's the level to which they are thinking that they can go ahead and abuse Sanatan, so much so the Supreme Court will reject an urgent hearing of an attempt to try and tell students to come out and have a discussion on why Sanatan needs to be done away with. Now, that's the level to which we are saying our tolerance is being abused. Am I fair or unfair in this, Swami Dipankar? And final word to Sanju Verma after that. Yeah.
छोटी सी बात कहना चाहता था
जी
मैं एक छोटी सी बात कहना चाहता था। आज सुबह में थोड़ी सी स्टडी कर रहे थे तो नील्स बोर को पढ़े।
हाँ